Ladies, hey, I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to make this video. It is now Wednesday and I should have made it Sunday. Um, no excuses, but there's tons. I'm now working off of another computer that I don't know how to work, so I hope when it comes time to turn this off, I know how to do it or actually make it into a video. Anyway, straight to the point. So lots of stuff from conference. I know that you guys have been seeing all kinds of stuff on the page that you may be like, huh? Of course, I hope that you have talked to your other Jam sisters and have figured out some of the stuff that they're talking about. Conference was so awesome. There was lots of great stuff. Of course, I missed all of you that weren't there or that are or did attend other conferences. I think the biggest takeaway that we all loved was the party cards. One of the higher up execs actually came to our pajama party we had and did some of the party cards for us, which was super fun. The party cards, I think someone posted the link for those, and it's just a way to keep your parties on track and where you're making sure that you're talking about all the stuff that you can talk about, because I think all of you know by now that it's really easy to get off on a tangent and you may or may not be setting those seeds into people's heads about booking a party or recruiting. And so the party cards kind of keep you on track. I actually used them. I had 2 parties on Sunday, and I actually used them for both of my parties, and it was awesome. So I definitely recommend getting those, or either talking to somebody who did get them and maybe copying off of them. So that was definitely a huge takeaway, I think, for a lot of people. There was a ton of other good information. So if you are where you can go to a regional, if you're not in North Carolina and there's still one close by coming up, I definitely would say do it, do it, do it. Of course, I'm going to go over some other points from conference probably in the team meeting at the beginning of the month in November. But one of the other things for me going to conference that was super important was I really wanted to try to network and meet some other teams and talk to some other executives and get some point of view as far as what's the best thing to do for my team. So that was kind of my big goal outside of meeting all of you, was to try to get some different perspective and then bring that back and think about it and figure out what I wanted to do. So I know that we had been talking about, we had 3 team managers that hit last month, which is just so amazing. And most of the time doesn't happen on teams. And our team is fairly small compared to others, or so I thought. And so I was kind of under the mindset that I just wanted everybody to stay together and us just kind of be this one big happy family for a little while longer. But after talking to a couple different people at conference, that mindset has kind of shifted for me. A couple different people who have really, really large teams, who have a really successful at Jamberry, kind of gave me some different points to think about. And so what I've decided to do is we're going to split off, and those teams that have a different team manager, if those team managers are ready to be a leader, I want them to be able to take their team and lead. And the reason behind that is because if you have someone who's ready to lead, you have to let them go and you have to let them step up and be leaders. And what that's going to allow that to do is when they take their team with them, it's going to allow leaders to come up through the ranks in their own individual team. Whereas right now we've got 180 people on Jedi, and there seems to be the leaders that kind of are in the front running every month. So it's time to kind of break you guys apart, and those people that have kind of been in the middle of the road, I want to be able to pay attention to you. I want to be able to support you. I want you to be on the team and feel important and not feel like there's someone above you. So I think it's just a really, really important time for our team to be able to break apart and recognize our leaders and let them step up and show everyone that they can lead. So what I've decided to do is I know Heather and Cheryl both already have their team pages. They're very much on board with being in charge of their own team, and they want to do that. So if you are on either of those teams, you are going to step off of Jedi and be a part of your team manager's team. So whether that's Cheryl or whether that's Heather, probably by the end of the month, I would like to see that everyone's kind of in their right place. Now, Lori is different. I'm going to keep Lori's team on Jedi for just a little while longer, until Lori has time to just, make a page and do all that kind of stuff. So we're going to stay together just for a little while longer. So if I'm your team manager, meaning if you look in your dashboard and you see Jill Edquist up in the corner, then no changes for you. If you look up in the corner and you see Lori Hessling, no changes for you. However, if you look up and see Heather Smith, Heather Smith or Cheryl, you are going to be on their pages going forward. And what's going to happen is those girls are still going to be on Jedi. They're going to be able to get ideas, get posts, get incentives, all that kind of stuff that you're seeing on Jedi. They're going to be able to pass that stuff down to you. And I think the advantage to this is while all of you are used to all of these different pages, and you've gotten used to managing these pages, those people that are new, your new recruits, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming to be on this many pages and to try to get a hold of the Jamberry business and all these Facebook pages and all these posts and all these people. It's really, really overwhelming, and we want everyone to kind of have a great new start when they start with Jamberry and not to feel so overwhelmed. It's going to be a little bit weird at the beginning because obviously people are going to want to stay. They're going to feel like they're going to miss something. But I want you to feel confident in the fact that your new leaders are going to make sure that you're very well ready to, take the challenge of Jamberry. Like, they're going to make sure that you have everything that you need. They are given access to the same stuff that I am. So there's absolutely no advantage one way or the other being on one page or the other. So I really want everyone to try to be positive about this and know that we're doing this because I feel like it's the best way to lead this team to be successful and for us to grow and grow and grow. I want to see different leaders rise up and you guys step off and make your own pages. So, of course, I'm always going to be your upline. Of course, I'm always here to talk to you, to chat with you, to text message with you, whatever. But I do want you to try to reach up in the proper manner when you have a question, just because, one, that's the right thing to do, and two, as you recruit people and you get a downline, that's the way you're going to want people to treat you. So it's kind of the golden rule. It's the same thing. So, of course, if you guys need to ask me a question, please don't feel like you can't approach me, because that's not at all the case. You will always be my downline. I will always consider you Jedi, no matter how far down everybody goes. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. That's really the big takeaway for me. I'm trying to make sure that I lead you guys in a way that we can continue to grow. And I think this is the best way to grow a business, is to continue to recognize leaders and give them that freedom to lead the way they want to lead. This page, Jedi page, was completely non-existent until about 6 months ago almost, when I decided to step up and be a leader. And look where we are. So I think everyone should have that same opportunity. If you have any questions or you want to chat with me about it, please feel free to reach out, and I'm happy to chat with you about it. I'm going to be talking to your leaders on a way that we can kind of systematically start moving people around. If you are already comfortable and want to leave Jedi, I completely understand. You can go ahead and do that. I will be so sad. And know that this is sad for me too. It's really one of those things where I feel like a big mama bear and I want to keep you all for myself, but I don't think that is the healthy thing for me to be able to let you all grow. So yeah, anyway. What else? I should have made notes. I'm totally just doing this both. Seat of my pants. The incentive for October with the recruiting, everybody's doing an awesome job. Your leaders and I are actually splitting that up, so everybody's still going to be checked on, and those will be given out just like normal. Everyone that has a sneak peek going on in Jedi, I'm going to continue to leave those people for the next week. I'll have an ongoing list. I think going forward, if you have a sneak peek, I know that Cheryl and Heather are very much on board with the sneak peeks, so you'll need to add them to the appropriate team managers page. So if your team manager is Heather or Cheryl, you will be adding your sneak peeks to them, and then anybody else will continue to add them to Jedi just the way you've normally been doing it. I think that has been awesome. So if you are a sneak peeker, hi! So yeah, I think that's it. So I'm sure, I wish you guys would maybe comment on this, maybe this video, and just say, hey, I'm not mad, or hey, yay, or hey, I'm going to call ya, or something. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great afternoon. Again, I'm so sorry it's taken me so long for you to see my face and say hey. My computer is dead. I'm going to have a funeral. It's so sad. Anyway, have a great afternoon, girls.